everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm really excited to try the new palette from Sigil inspired by Tammy Tanuka. This is the Royal Peacock palette, and I literally just got this in the mail and I can't wait to try it. So this palette launched about a week ago. They launched on Sunday, so it took just over a week to get to me. It was supposed to be here yesterday, Monday, but there was a delay with UPS, so it got here this morning. I haven't touched it or done anything. All I did was open it, make sure nothing was broken, and take some photos of it. So I can't wait to try this out. And for anybody that's new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I'm a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup, especially indie makeup and colorful makeup. And I have new content every week, so I'd love to have you subscribe. So this is the outer packaging. It's got this beautiful peacock, and then it's got the shade information, the shade numbers and other stuff on the back like normal. It's all in Russian like normal. And it came with little card that shows the egg hatching. So if you haven't tried Sigil inspired before, they slowly reveal the palettes on their Instagram. So they start as an egg and then they show it hatching, and every so often they reveal a new shade and it progresses in its like development as a little animal. So this is the newest one. This is cheaper than the last two. The snake palette and the toad were expensive because they had multi-chromes in it. This, I don't believe, has any multi-chromes. It's just shimmers and duochromes. And this retails for 2,500 rubles, which according to Google is around $32. I think when I paid via PayPal, it was like 30 bucks, 31, plus shipping and all of that. So not the cheapest palettes, but the quality is definitely worth it in my opinion. I have a bunch of other palettes from Sigil inspired, and I'll link my little playlist here. So this is one of their egg palettes, so that means this is 6 pan. The book palettes are 10 pan, and then they have the adventure palettes, which are 7 pans and like skinnier. It's like slightly smaller eyeshadows, and then they're in a row. And then I did buy the full size. You can also get this in a mini size on their website or on Etsy. I know right now on Etsy, the full size is sold out, but the mini size is still available. And I think it's like $21, so the price difference, I'd rather just pay the extra and get the full size. I have 2 of the minis, and they are very mini. I actually have one right here. I have the Gazelle palette right here. So you can see it's much smaller. I wish I had this in a full size. It just wasn't available anymore when I got it. I also really want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. I just hit over 500 subscribers this last weekend while I was on vacation. We drove up to Canada for a couple days to see friends, and it was really exciting to see it cross over that 500 subscriber mark. So thank you so much. I'm very grateful. Can't wait to see what 2022 has in store for the channel. So this is the palette. This is the outer packaging like I showed before, and then when you open it up, the inside also has the same peacock, and then here are the 6 shades. So you've got 2 mattes and 4 metallic shimmer shades. It looks like this one is probably a duochrome. Yeah, this one's definitely a duochrome. And then these 3 look like they might just be regular metallics. So I'm gonna do some swatches real quick right here just to see what they look like, and then do an eye look. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I don't know if I'll do 2 different looks or something too crazy just because I have to wear this the rest of the day. But I'm super excited, and I did accidentally jab this when I opened it, so that's why it looks like that. So the shades in this are 103, 104, 105, 6, 7, and 8. So 103, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's see here. So that's a very nice matte brown. It's like a plummy brown. And then also I apologize for my nails. They chipped while I was away and I just haven't had time to fix them. It's a really beautiful red shimmer. And the duochrome. Yeah, the duochrome is really beautiful. I will definitely be using that today. So if I look at it this way, I just see purple and a little bit of like a blue. And then when I hold it this way, I see like this green gold. So that's really pretty. I also just realized I forgot to grab a mirror. So here's the first matte. metallic red. It's really pretty. And there's the duochrome, which left a little on my arm. But you can see there's like a reddish base and then that greeny gold shift. But then when I look at it, I see like a plum purple. So there's definitely a lot of color there. And then the bottom row, we've got a purple matte. Really excited to try that out. That's really pretty. And then we've got this like purpley metallic. This feels really creamy. Oh, that's pretty blue. It's like a purpley blue. And then, ooh, the blue metallic here is a different texture from the others. It's really soft. Not that the others aren't soft, but like it's different and not in a good way. So here's the purple matte. That's beautiful. I can't wait to try that out. Probably gonna use both mattes and then a shimmer or two. And then that's a little crumbly. So definitely using a glitter glue. Worked okay here. It's where it hit my arm hair that I got. That's just like a beautiful royal purple blue. And then, oh wow, that is quite the blue metallic. So you can see how this one looks more purple next to it. That's beautiful. I can't wait to use these. Okay, so I'm gonna go wipe off my hands and grab a mirror because I forgot one, and I will be right back. I'm really excited to try this out. Sometimes I'll use all 6 shades in a look, but this is pretty dark metallic heavy, so I don't think I'll do that. I'll probably use 2 shimmers, both mattes, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna start with my eyes. So I already primed with my Urban Decay eye primer. I'm gonna use a Rephr 15 and go into this kind of brown shade. Tap off the excess, and I'm gonna put that as my basic transition shade. Put that all throughout my crease. So that was just one little dip. So I really like the Sigil formula. I feel like it's the only thing that I have tried that's similar to Pat McGrath's matte formula. So if you've tried Pat McGrath, similar in like pigmentation, buildability, where you can also like blend out one shade and it looks like multiple because the gradient's so nice. So I'm super excited to have a purple in this formula. And this shade is really beautiful. And it already blended out. And if you're lighter than me, I'm a medium olive, so if you're lighter than me and you need a lighter shade, I would just use like your setting powder or something to like blend the edges. I'm sure most people have a light shade to use. So in your order, you often get a sample of one of their loose pigments, and I actually got 2. I got a loose shadow in like this really pretty gold color. And then I got a sample of one of their blushes, which I forgot to use. I used the Rare Beauty blush today, but this looks like a really pretty shade. It's called Suede Clouds. And I can see, it's kind of hard to see. It looks like a kind of peachy brown. And then I'm just taking a little bit more of that on this. This is a Rephr 2. You can see it's got a nice little shape to it. It's good for putting down here. It's a nice like shader brush. But I like the tip for my under eyes. So next I'm gonna take this pencil brush, this is a Rephr 26, and I'm gonna pick up that purple. And that picked up very nicely. That was literally just one boop. And I'm going to use this to kind of stamp it on the outer edge and see how well it builds up the purple color. I like the shape of this big pencil brush because I can kind of make a wing with it and get the shape I want. So I picked up just a little bit more and I'm just putting it as the shape that I want. And then using this little brush, I'm just going to blend a little bit of that into the first shade. This way it's purple without being too purple. And then I'll go back into the first shade to blend the two together a little bit better. That is a really pretty purple, and it's blending really nicely. Very pigmented. And then I'm just going back in with the first brush and blending the two together. And then using the pencil brush again, I'm just going to run a little bit of that under the outer part of my eye and just connect the two sides together. This is the perfect shape for that. Okay, so I really like that. And like always, if you mess up the edge a little bit, I use my concealer brush that still has some concealer on it, and I just tap. That had a decent amount of concealer on it still. Just clean up the edges. Okay, I'm gonna repeat the mattes on the other eye and be right back. Okay, so I really like the way the mattes are looking. I'm going to grab some glitter glue on this brush and put a little bit on both eyes. Obviously you don't need to, I just prefer to use glitter glue with most shimmers, especially something that feels like it might cause fallout, because a couple of these were pretty soft. So I think what I'm gonna do is use the purpley color and then the duochrome. I wanna put this all over and then a little bit of this on the outer corner. So let's see how that works. This is a Rougher 21. I'm just gonna pick up that duochrome, it's really pretty. And I'm gonna put that on this part of my lid. I feel like this palette would also pair very well with the Chinchilla palette because that has really light purpley mattes. I have the mini of it and I really like it, but the mattes are a little too light for me. This is so pretty. Yeah, this feels like a very good companion palette to the Chinchilla, even this duochrome. And then on the other side of the brush, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that purple. And I'm gonna put that here. It's a pretty vibrant purple, but I feel like it'll blend nicely with the purple matte over here. And then just go back and forth. The duochrome looks like it would layer nicely on top of the other shades too. Okay, I really like that. That looks really, really nice. Okay, I'm gonna finish the other eye and maybe put blue or something underneath. But I'm gonna go put this on the other eye and I need to pick something for my inner corner. Okay, so I'm back and this is the finished look. So I just finished the other eye exactly the same, threw on some mascara, I put a little bit more of the duochrome underneath my eyes, and then I put my highlighter, the Pat McGrath Holiday highlighter that I have on my face, I put it on my inner corner. And I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It's colorful and really interesting, but not too bold. These three shimmers are all very bold. I started to put a little of the blue down here and I was like, nope, it's too dark. So that's why I went in with the duochrome because it's the brightest of the matte, or of the metallics. These are really pretty and I can't wait to put them all over the lid, but that's gonna be more of a smoky, just really bold, colorful look, and I'm just not in the mood for that today. But I would say so far this is the same great formula that they always have. This shade does feel a little different. It's maybe like a little less binding in it, so it's a little softer, but it was beautiful as you could see. So I still have some shadow on my arm. That's just, I didn't wash very well. But I am really happy I grabbed this and I can't wait to keep playing with it. So like always, I will do more looks, post them on Instagram and stuff like that. And then in a month, at the end of the month, I will come in and tell you what I think now that I've used it more. I will be filming my January version of that today or tomorrow as well. So maybe today. I might be filming 3 things today since I have the time. Also, since I brought it up, I did want to show this next to the Chinchilla palette. So again, I have the mini. So this is the size difference between the mini and the full size. You can see quite a big difference, but this is still also a little magnetic palette, so you can replace the shades. But you see how like this is a much cooler purple, this is a warmer purple. kind of like this metallic, but in matte form. And then they both have this really pretty duochrome, but you can see they're very different. This one's a little more gold and has more of that plummy base, and this is a little cool toned. So it's like a slightly warmer tone version of this, which I really like. I think these are gonna be great companion palettes to use together. So, but if you already have the chinchilla palette, they're not the same at all. I mean, I didn't think they were, but you can definitely see even the special shades look different. This is a little more bluey purple, and this has that like gold and that plum base. So like when I look here, oh, you can see the base color there pretty well, that like red plum, and this one's got that blue purple. So just thought I would throw out at least one comparison in case that is helpful at all. But let me know in the comments below what you think of the look, what you think of the palette, if you might want to grab this. I will say, I think the shipping on Etsy is cheaper. I think it's only like $5. I paid for express shipping, but it does take a while. I think it's like 3 or 4 weeks. But if you're not in a hurry because you're not trying to do a YouTube video, then the shipping doesn't really matter as long as you get it. So, highly recommend checking out Sigil Inspired if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.